Before we start talking recruiting on today's Alabama Football Report, we are losing the March sub battle just by a little bit. Let's catch up to the Michigan Wolverines channel here at Chat Sports. Get more free Bama football videos when you guys subscribe right now. This is a large week coming up for the Crimson Tide in the 2025 recruiting cycle. A couple decisions coming from some linebacker recruits, some visits coming in as well. We're going to break it all down for you on today's show, beginning with the visit from Darrell, a.k.a. Duke Johnson. Johnson is a 4-star recruit just outside the 5-star range in the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings. 28th overall, the number 3 linebacker, and the number 7 player from the state of Georgia. His top 6 that he has put out does have some trends. No Georgia school, so he wants to go out of the state for school. Don't blame him. Alabama, Florida State, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Florida, and then the one of these things is not like the other. Central Florida, also on that list. Bama clearly in the running here. John took an official visit back on March 6th, so a week and a half-ish ago. Even called Alabama his quote-unquote dream school. Now, I've seen that stuff be said before. The player doesn't end up committing. Certainly okay. Johnson plans to announce his decision on Wednesday, so keep an eye out for a short on that one, if and when that news comes, and if it's positive, at least for Alabama, I should say. Let's look at how the projections are going here for Johnson. Alabama, on the On3 recruiting prediction machine, has a 75.8% chance. Florida State in there at 21.2%, plus some other outlier schools that just aren't really apparently that heavily involved. The 24/7 Sports Crystal Ball has it as a true 2-team race. Alabama, 66.7%, and Florida State at 33.3%. So it's prediction time. You can be your own magical crystal ball machine thingy. Where do you think Johnson ends up committing? A for Alabama as the favorite, or F for Florida State? It's the pinned comment on today's video, so if the ad comes on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and go vote. Let's go to another linebacker set to recruit in the not-too-distant future, Luke Metz, who is only a 3-star recruit, 424 overall, 48th ranked linebacker, also hails from the state of Georgia. And I would say, given the interest and the schools that are involved here, maybe is a bit underrated by the recruiting services. As we know, they always play catch-up, and that's okay. Metz had a visit to Michigan a couple days ago on March 16th, coming to Alabama later this week, and then we'll wrap things up with Ole Miss, then commit the day after on the 24th. At least that's the plan. Obviously, plans do change there. 3 clear teams in the market there that have had some good success with linebackers. Michigan, Alabama, and then Ole Miss as well. It's not just linebackers who are visiting, it's running backs as well. Gerard Pringle is set to visit on Monday. He is a 4-star recruit, ranked 260th overall from the state of Florida, by the way, the 21st ranked running back. He offers some very impressive speed. We'll also have an official visit. That's planned for June 21st through the 23rd. A lot of these are unofficial visits because the recruiting calendar is very complicated. Did clock a 10.56 in the 100 meters. Always find that number more valuable than the alleged 40-yard dash times. Sometimes those numbers are juiced a little bit. I do buy Pringle as an option there. Plus, I hope he ends up at Alabama, because then we can make once he pops, he can't stop jokes. And I think those are really, really funny. Who is your favorite recruit for 2025? Sound off for me in the comment section right now. Another running back to visit on Thursday, another elite name, A.K. Deer. I think there's some good nicknames in Lions that could be said there. Not quite the same, but imagine some good Gus Johnson bangers if he ever gets to call a Bama game. Anyway, Deer's recruiting profile, 32nd overall. So again, just outside that 5-star range. The number 2 ranked running back, and he's the number 2 ranked player from the state of Mississippi. Always good to prevent Ole Miss, Mississippi State from keeping their top in-state talent. Deer rushed for 2,000-plus yards as a junior because high school stats are hilarious sometimes, and there are plenty of teams that are in the mix from that perspective. We'll come back to the third running back name here momentarily, but today's show is made possible by Fanatics, a special deal for you guys from them, I should say. Jerseys still on sale. Supplies are getting a little bit more limited, though. You can get the customized jersey and put your player name on there. You can get some alumni jerseys. Those ones often end up being the best deals because they're not current ones. They're not the custom ones. It's just the alumni players. Up to 30% off. Sometimes you'll see it as high as $35.40, by the way. Keep an eye out for it. Chatsports.com/Alabama jersey. We'll put that link in the comment section and the description for you of today's show. It's chatsports.com/Alabama jersey. One more running back set to visit on Saturday. This is Jordan Davidson, another highly touted recruit. He is in the top 100, in fact, top 85 at number 83 overall in the class of 2025. Again, all per the 24/7 Sports composite rankings, by the way. Number 7 ranked back, number 8 from the state of California. The early front runners, it would appear, for Davidson are Ohio State, who, of note, just lost their running backs coach to Michigan, by the way, and Buckeye fans were very much upset about it, accusing him of stealing the playbook and the signs and going to Michigan. Okay. Texas and then Alabama as well. This will be the third visit to Alabama for Davidson. I think the Crimson Tide clearly in the market for some more running back help. You always want to sign, give or take, 1 or 2 guys per cycle, since you'll have transfers, you'll have departures every year. I think 1 to 2 is kind of the magic number for Alabama, give or take what you lose and retain each season. Have you guys been enjoying our recruiting updates? If you have, type in Y for yes. If not, type in no and tell us what we can do better as well. Some other notable visits coming up this week. Abdul Sanders, the 4-star linebacker, going to visit on Monday. Tariq Hayer, the 4-star safety, will visit on Tuesday, along with 2026 interior offensive lineman Maxwell Riley. And they're getting all the way out into 2027 with Barack Willis, an edge rusher. I feel very old right now, Chris. I feel like a very old person seeing that. There are 2 other top Saturday visitors. We kind of bury the lead a little bit here. The number 2 overall player and the number 1 ranked offensive tackle, top player in the state of North Carolina too, is David Sanders. That's going to come on Saturday, so we'll spend some more time on him later on. But given the need for offensive line help at Alabama, I think they can make a pretty strong push. Plus, Kalen DeBoer can say, I'm going to have a first-round left tackle in the NFL draft this year and another day 3 pick in Roger Rosengarten. Come to me, right? There's also Ty Jackson, who's going to come on Saturday, 105 overall, a 4-star linebacker from Florida, both the 15th ranked linebacker and the 15th ranked player from that state. We'll keep an eye on those recruiting developments as they develop here on the Alabama Football Report.